Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Marvel Legends San Diego Comic-Con exclusive ODINSON, which I guess is a version of Thor which I just didn't know about, or maybe Hasbro just didn't want to be outdone by Storm and they put a superhero shirtless in their exclusive also. I don't know, but this is the year of shirtless heroes, apparently. So if you're into that sort of thing, this is a good Comic-Con for you. And this figure's not too bad. It's very similar to the one we just looked at in the Ragnarok wave, depending on which order I upload these videos. But it's okay. So let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. This guy stands just about 7¼ inches tall, which makes him just about a little over 18 centimeters. So he definitely has some size. He does come with one accessory. We'll get that out of the way right now. It's this axe. It's very nicely painted, nicely molded, 2 different shades of brown, some silver, and some sparkles. So very, very happy with that. I like the sculpt work and all. So that's out of the way now. This guy is like the upgraded version of the standard release, which is right here. You'll notice the cape looks better and he's not wearing any clothes. That's not why I think it's better, but it actually does make the figure look better because this guy, he has that booby hole and it just looks very bad. The way they painted it does not look good. His hair is blowing in the wrong direction. This guy makes up for both of those things by not having any shirt at all and by having his hair go in the same direction as the cape. So that's a thing I like. They did paint some hair on his chest. It is very much cartoon style, but it actually looks good, and they're fine enough that if you don't get too close, you know, it looks like a hairy chest. So if you're into that sort of thing, this is a good one for you. He does have his metal arm. Is that Destroyer related? I'm guessing it is. They didn't actually continue the sculpt onto the bicep, but it does look good down here. I'm wondering, is it supposed to be black or should it have some silver on there? I'm guessing it should have silver, but either way, I mean, it's slightly metallic. It's kind of like a really, really dark gunmetal, but it looks good nonetheless. The rest of the figure, other than the head, is almost the same. The brown paint is a little bit different on the legs, but everything else is pretty much the same. So anyway, it's basically the same figure, so it's not a whole lot to talk about. We're going to run the articulation, but I want to point out one thing first. This cape looks so much better with this darker color and with the shading on it. It looks very, very nice. I like it. I like it a whole bunch. The shading is so much nicer than on the other one. I love it. And then this guy's head, it still looks a little derpy. It's a different head than the other one, but they did a fantastic job painting the beard and the hair and the eyes. It all looks very good. It's just something kind of squished about the face, and then the head seems kind of tall. Maybe it's how the hair is connected. I don't know. But overall, it looks very, very nice, and I'm very pleased with that. So let's go ahead and talk articulation real quick, and then we'll be done with this one since we already looked at it once. We do have the hinged ball peg for the neck. The hair gets in the way a little bit, and the head pops off very easily, apparently. But you can make him look up and down a little. And, of course, you have your rotation. The hair doesn't really impede that too much. A little bit of wiggle. Shoulders. We still have that issue where they're not quite seated normally. You see that? It looks like they're coming out, but they don't come out, and they just, I don't know. It's a very weird thing that Hasbro's doing. I don't know. It's kind of strange. But they have full rotation, and once you break them free, they have perfect hinging, so no problem there at all. Bicep swivel works fine. This is a floating piece to hide that paint seam. That's okay. The double jointed elbow works all right. You have a wrist swivel and a hinge. Hinge is limited by the plate right here, but no big deal there. And then let's see. I didn't check this yet. Are his arms the same length? Sometimes we've had that issue. It does look like the robot arm might be a little bit bigger, maybe. Not enough to really worry about though, so I wouldn't. This arm does function the same as this one. Ab crunch goes 1 notch back. It's okay. It's got kind of that weird chisel effect going on in the torso, so that's kind of strange. Somebody told me, somebody in the comments told me that was to allow the ratcheting to function, and that has nothing to do with the ratchet. There is no contact there, so that's just weird sculpt. As far as leaning forward, you do get a whole lot of lean, so that's really nice. The cape hides the back part, so you don't have to really worry what it looks like. So that's good. Waist twist is fine. The floating belt piece is fine. The hips go really far out to the side, way better than Spider-Man most of the time. No problem going forward. You have your thigh swivel. Double jointed knee works nice enough for a thick leg like that. He does have a ball hinge ankle, which is absolutely fantastic, except it's so incredibly fat. If his ankle was just a little less fat, it would look so good. I get that he's wearing boots, but his ankles are way too big still. And something as simple as making those ankles a little bit smaller would have made this figure look so much better. But it still is a really solid figure, so if you're into this sort of figure, then go ahead and pick it up. If you're a big Thor fan, I would suggest you track it down. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We have new videos up every single day. We talk about action figures, movies, TV shows, video games, all kinds of fun stuff. So make sure you come back for that. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. And in the meantime, keep collecting.